Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about parallel ladder or subtractor. Before entering into the topic, first, what is the need of parallel ladder? Up to now, we have discussed full adder, full subtractor. So, in that, it performed the arithmetic operation for two input binary digits. That means it performs addition or a subtraction operation only for a single bit. If we want to perform arithmetic operation for n number of bits means we need to integrate this full adder or a full subtractor individually. So instead of doing that, we may use this parallel adder circuit. Parallel adder circuit has been designed with the help of full adder circuit only. That means it consists of cascading of a full adder circuit. If we want to design n-bit parallel adder means n number of full adder circuits has been cascaded in a single combinational block is what a parallel adder circuit. In the same way of full adder, parallel adder also have the outputs of sum and carry. So with this, the n-bit parallel adder has been designed for n number of bits from LSB to MSB. That means from LSB full adder to MSB full adder. For example, let us analyze this circuit. So for LSB full adder, that is our first full adder circuit, yes, it consists of initial input carry Cn. Normally this Cn is 0. Then the first full adder circuit consists of input variables A0 and B0. It will produce the output sum, the initial sum, that is S0, and it produces the output carry C out. In the similar way, the second full adder circuit has the input variables A1 and B1, and the input carry is connected to the first carry output, the first full adder carry output, and it will produce a sum output as S1 and output carry again it is C out. Like same way we should analyze for n number of full adder circuit in the given parallel adder combination circuit. So this circuit may help to make arithmetic operations for n number of bits. So now let us analyze this parallel adder circuit with one simple example. Let us consider a 4-bit parallel adder circuit. That means the input variable both A and B should have 4 bits. So let us take A as 1010. The decimal equivalent for 1010 is 10. And similarly we take B as 0101. The decimal equivalent for 0101 is 5. Yes, literally we know the addition between 10 and 5 is 15. We should obtain the same output with the help of parallel adder circuit. So in this 4-bit parallel adder circuit, yes, it consists of 4 full adder circuits. Initially, we should consider our input carry as 0. So now, let us examine the bits. A0 and B0 are 0 and 1. Similarly, A1, B1 is 1, 0. A2, B2 is 0, 1. And A3, B3 is 1, 0. So in the same way of full adder circuit, it will produce us the sum and carry with the same expression. How we find sum in full adder? It is 3 input XOR gate, that is A XOR B XOR Cn, and for carry it is AB plus BCn plus ACn. So we should identify with the help of these expressions initially to find some output, that is S0. Yes, we have the inputs are 0, 1 and 0. To find S0, it is 0 XOR 1 XOR 0, that is 1. And for carry, it is 0 into 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0 is 0. Similarly, for our second full adder circuit, to find S1, it is 1 XOR 0 XOR 0, that is 1. And for carry, 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1, it is 0. Like same way, the other two full adder circuits can also be examined. Yes, we have an output for S3, S2, S1, S0 is 1, 1, 1, 1. So the decimal equivalent for 1111 is again 15. Output has been obtained. This is what a parallel adder circuit. Like same way, we may implement a parallel subtractor circuit also with some small changes. Yes, we already know subtraction operation. That means a subtraction between any two numbers. Say for example, if A minus B, A holds a positive number, B holds negative number because a sign behind B. So normally these digital devices consider for a subtraction either by 1's complement addition or 2's complement addition. 1's complement addition is nothing but the inversion of binary values. 2's complement is nothing but adding 1 in LSB of the inverting binary values. So most of the digital devices use 2's complement addition. So with the help of 2's complement addition, yes, we designed this parallel subtractor circuit. So in this parallel subtractor circuit, again it is a cascade of full adder circuit. Let us assign a 4-bit parallel subtractor circuit. Yes, it consists of 4 full adder circuit can be cascaded in a single combinational block. So in this, there is no change in the input variable A. That means from A0, A1, A2 and A3. And similarly, B can also be obtained with the help of 1's complement. So to obtain 1's complement in B variable, we should add one inverter on B line, right? So the another input for the 4 full adder circuits are B0 bar, B1 bar, B2 bar, B3 bar. And for carry, in order to make our parallel subtractor circuit with the help of 2's complement means already we make 1's complement by using inverter. And we should add 1 in our LSB only, then it will perform for a 2's complement addition. So we need to make the initial input carry Cin as 1. So always for performing parallel subtraction operation, we should make the input carry Cin as 1. So for example, if we consider A as 0101, the decimal equivalent for 0101 is 5, and B as 0010. The decimal equivalent for 0010 is 2. Yes, literally we know 5 minus 2, it is 3. We should obtain the output as 3. So as we know, to perform parallel subtraction operation, we should make our initial input carry Cin as 1. So now A0 and B0 is 10, A1 B1 is 01, A2 B2 is 10, A3 B3 is 00. So with this we should identify the 4 difference values. The 4 difference values from the 4 full adder circuits. So from the first full adder circuit, yes, to find the difference, the first difference, again it is an XOR operation for 3 different inputs, that is 1 XOR 1 is 1. For carry output, it is 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1. Carry output is 1. In the similar way, the second full adder circuit can also be analyzed. For the second difference output is 0 XOR 1, it is 1. And for carry, it is 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1 plus 1 into 0 is 0. Like same way, the other 2 full adder circuits can also be examined. So finally, we have an output for S3, S2, S1 and S0 is our difference output, that is 0, 0, 1, 1. And we have an output carry, that is 1. The output carry is nothing but end around carry. By using 2's complement addition, we ignored this end around carry. So we have a final output called 0011 and its equivalent decimal value is 3. Yes, we obtained the output for the difference 5 and 2. This is what parallel subtractor. Like same way, we may implement both parallel adder and subtractor in a single circuit. That is whatever parallel adder cum subtractor. So in this parallel adder cum subtractor, all components are same with one special parameter are there, that is our m. So this m decides whether the circuit may be operated as a parallel adder or a parallel subtractor. As we know, if our initial input carry is 0 means we should perform parallel addition operation. If our initial input carry Cn is 1 means we should perform parallel subtraction operation. Like the same way we may perform this operation of addition and subtraction with help of a special parameter m. So this m can be connected in two different places. The first place is input carry Cn and the other place is the XOR gate which is parallelly connected to the full adder circuit. So let us examine this parallel adder cum subtractor with one simple example. If I am considering A as 0101, the equivalent for 0101 is 5, and B is considered as 0010, and the equivalent for 0010 is 2. So in this given block diagram, the black color binary numbers are represents input values. The green color binary numbers are represented as parallel addition operation, and the red color binary numbers are represented as parallel subtraction operation. So first we will examine for parallel addition operation. So we should provide m as 0. We should provide m as 0. So m is connected to Cn and the parallel XOR gates for a full adder circuit. So now Cn is 0. To examine first the full adder circuit, now Cn is 0. The another input for first full adder circuit is 1, and the loss input for the first full adder circuit is 0 XOR 0. So to find some output for first full adder circuit is 1 XOR 0 XOR 0, that is 1. And similarly for carry, that is our C out, it is 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1. So carry output is 0. Similarly for a second full adder, again now m is 0. So Cn is also 0. So m is connected to the XOR gate from the B input to full adder circuit. So to find sum S1 as 0 XOR 1 XOR 0, it is 1. Then second carry output is 0 into 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0, that is 0. Like the same way, all green values are identified for a parallel addition operation. It is finally arrived as 0, 1, 1, 1. That means 7. The addition between 5 and 2, it is 7. Yes, we reached the output. In the same way, parallel subtraction operation can also be performed. So by implementing m as 1, now we should examine the red color m as 1. Now Cn becomes 1. So from first full adder, in order to find the difference, that is 1 XOR 1 XOR 1 is 1. And similarly for carry, 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1. Yes, it is 1. And for second full adder circuit, yes, now our carry input is 1 and A1 is 0, and another input of this full adder circuit is 0. So to find the second difference output, it is 0 XOR 0 XOR 1, that is 1. And the carry output, the second carry output is 0 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 0 into 1, that is 0. In the same way, the next two full adder circuits has been analyzed for the total difference output. So finally we have achieved 0, 0, 1, 1, that is 3. So if you make the difference between 5 and 2, it is 3. Yes, we achieved the output. So this is what parallel adder cum subtractor circuit. So this parallel adder or a parallel subtractor circuit has been mainly used in arithmetic and logic units operation. and it is also used in the integration of medium scale function in order to design the combinational digital circuits. These are the references that I have used for preparing this video lecture. Thank you for watching.